What's better than your favorite superheroes combined with some absolutely adorable kittens? We don't think that there's anything better than that. So if you've ever wondered what Spider-Man would look like in real life as a cat, make sure to stick around until the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and give this video a big thumbs up. Now join us as we take a look at 15 superheroes in real life as cats. The Hulk. This superhero goes by many names: Joe Fixit, the Crusher, and even the World Breaker. It's the gentle giant himself, the Incredible Hulk. Once an incredible scientist, Bruce Banner's life changed forever when he was exposed to a powerful blast from a gamma ray. From then on, he was able to harness the power of anger to transform himself into one of the most epic superheroes out there. Marvel gave this man the power of super strength to take on his foes. He uses this power to Hulk smash anything in his path, jump from building to building, and keep the ones he loves most safe from wrongdoers. And we were beyond excited to find this kitty cat version of the Hulk. This little kitty has a brilliant costume, complete with tiny muscles and the Hulk's signature blue shorts. This cat's owner even built a miniature city for the Hulk to smash through. It's pretty amazing, right? Loki. Although Loki is one of the lesser-known superheroes on this list, that doesn't make him any less fascinating. The story of Loki has its roots in ancient mythology. In fact, the character of Loki was actually based on a Norse mythological deity of the same name. Sound familiar? That's right, Loki is actually the adoptive brother of our other Norse hero, Thor. Although Loki is often depicted as a supervillain, we like to think of him as a superhero that's just lost his way. Like any superhero, he's got some pretty incredible powers. These powers include astral projection, flight, and even teleportation. Oh, and did we mention his gigantic horns? Well, you definitely can't miss the horns on our little Loki kitty here, since they're nearly as big as his body. These horns, combined with Loki's trademark blue cape, make this costume incredibly realistic. Now let's give this cat some space. He's obviously pondering something pretty deep. Deadpool. Okay, we know what you're thinking. Another anti-hero? Really? Well, you better believe we couldn't skip one of our all-time favorite heroes, Deadpool. Compared to many other superheroes, Deadpool is relatively new. Did you know that he's only been around since the 90s? Despite his short time in the Marvel Universe, Deadpool became an instant sensation thanks to his sassy humor and unique way of interacting with the audience. He was so popular, in fact, that he actually received his own feature film in 2016. With such a well-liked character, it's no surprise that someone decided to dress their cat up in his image. And boy, does this kitty look fierce. The costume is incredibly on point, with a classic Deadpool belt and even the anti-hero's faithful swords. Where do you even find swords that small? Is there a small sword store we don't know about? Either way, this outfit is definitely hard to beat. Nick Fury. Is he a secret agent, a spy, or a superhero? Well, he's all three. That's right, Nick Fury originally started out as a CIA operative when the character debuted in 1965. A few years later, he had turned into the world's sneakiest spy. Not long after that, he was promoted to the ranks of superhero, using his strategy and combat expertise to fight crime. This character became so popular that they actually gave him his own television movie in 1998. And who played this highly skilled superhero in the movie? None other than Samuel L. Jackson, who starred in other movies like Snakes on a Plane and XXX: Return of Xander Cage. If imitation is the highest form of flattery, Nick Fury would certainly be blushing to see this cat dressed up as his character. With a popped black collar and Fury's recognizable eye patch, this costume is a perfect match. Excuse the pun, but it seems like we might as well call this cat Nick Furry. The Red Lantern. Well, you may have heard of DC's famed superhero, the Green Lantern. You may not have heard of the lesser-known anti-hero, the Red Lantern. This character is relatively new, having only hit the scene in 2007, but quickly became a fan favorite. Just like the original Green Lantern, this hero draws his power from a magical ring. Pretty cool, right? And did you know that the Red Lantern characters actually have their own anti-hero group, called the Red Lantern Corps? That's right, and this group attempts to thwart the Green Lantern at every turn. An anti-hero this malicious needs a pretty intense doppelganger cat, and we found just the kitty. We captured this cat looking pretty intimidating, showing its sharp teeth and in the middle of a daunting lurch. While the costume is nearly complete, the only thing missing is the Red Lantern's magical ring. I guess this kitty is powerless at the moment. Lucky for us. Wonder Woman. Okie dokie, someone sound the cutie pie alarm, because this cat is off the charts. Not only that, but she's also dressed as one of our favorite superheroes, Wonder Woman. While many of our other superheroes were given their powers through some sort of accident, Wonder Woman was actually given superpowers on purpose. She was first sculpted out of clay by her mother, Queen Hippolyta, and from there she was given life by Aphrodite. Wonder Woman went on to be one of the most inspirational and powerful superheroes featured in DC Comics. So it's no wonder that this cat's owner decided to dress this kitty up as the powerful lady herself. This costume is so well done, we have to take a closer look. Not only is she wearing the full Wonder Woman outfit, but she's also been given an epic little crown. So cute. Let us not forget the cherry on top, since this cat's also been equipped with Wonder Woman's weapon of choice, the lasso of truth. It looks like she's ready to get out there and save the world. Superman. Watch out, Superman. It looks like you may have finally met your match. That's right, old Clark Kent better keep Lois Lane close, because there's a new sheriff in town. We're talking, of course, about this adorable kitty. Someone dressed this cat up as one of the most classic superheroes of all time, Superman. And boy does he fit the role. Not only that, but there is something absolutely mesmerizing about this picture. It's pretty perfect, right? Before we get too deep into it, let's get a little background on Superman. Did you know that the Man of Steel has been around since the early 30s? The character was originally created by 2 high school students before being bought by DC Comics. This picture truly captures all of the pride and responsibility that Superman embodies. I mean, wouldn't you be excited for this little cat to save you from Lex Luthor? We know we would. Captain America. One of the cornerstones of American democracy is the right to freedom of speech. So we're going to use that freedom to say that this might be one of the cutest cats of the whole bunch. Not only is the outfit superbly complete, but it also looks pretty comfortable too. In fact, do you know where we might be able to find a human-sized version of this costume? If you do, please post a link in the comments, because we need to buy one as soon as possible. In the meantime, let's learn a little bit more about the most patriotic superhero of them all, Captain America. Although the character was created in the 40s, Marvel actually briefly discontinued the Captain America comics during the 50s. However, it came back with a vengeance and has continued to be a fan favorite for over half a century. You can tell this cat owner is a true fan, because they even included Captain America's strongest defense, the indestructible kitty cat shield. Robin. Let us introduce you to Robin, Catboy Wonder. Robin, or Dick Grayson as he's known to friends, doesn't always get the spotlight he deserves. Yes, as a true sidekick, this charming superhero often has to live in the shadow of his friend, Batman. That is why we were so excited to find this picture. Here, Batman and Robin are presented side by side, as squishy and comfortable equals. They could even be twins. After seeing this picture, we decided we needed to find out more about Robin. As it turns out, Robin actually used to be his own superhero named Nightwing. Pretty epic, right? Even cooler, Robin comes from a whole family of acrobats, which is where he gets his incredible agility and aerial abilities. Reflecting on this kitty cat Robin, smushed up against the very popular Batman, we think the Catboy Wonder certainly deserves more love. Thor. Throughout ancient mythology, cats and even kitties have been worshipped, feared, and admired. In ancient Egyptian times, in fact, cats were both domesticated and worshipped. Throughout history, cats have continued to be popular figures in both pop culture and the myths of various cultures. But cats aren't the only mythological creatures on this list. That's right, we're talking of course about our next superhero, Thor. Thor, who is named after the Norse god of the same name, is the god of thunder. Scary. Even more intimidating is the gigantic hammer that he carries around with him at all times. We could actually use one of those hammers right now, since we've got about 100 cloves of garlic we need to smash for tonight's dinner. Well, speaking of dinner, isn't this Thor cat just absolutely scrumptious? Whoever decided to dress this cute little kitty up as Thor, and even give him his own little hammer, is our new hero. Catwoman. Okay, this one seems a little too easy, but given that this cat is just so silly looking, we'll let the lack of originality slide just this time. Whoever decided to replicate Catwoman's outfit had the perfect cat for the job. This skinless kitty captures all that is mysterious and alluring about Gotham City's most wanted burglar. Did you know that Catwoman is one of Batman's biggest love interests? It seems like a match made in heaven, but for some reason, they just weren't able to make it work. Maybe it's because Catwoman spends her time committing crimes, while Batman spends his trying to prevent them. Either way, we were just so pleased to see Catwoman get what she deserves, a scary cat look-alike. Yes, this sneaky feline has it all, from the full leather suit to the rodent-like tail. The only thing she's missing is her Batman. Iron Man. What happens when you cross an incredibly fierce superhero with a cat and some leftover citrus fruits? Well, you get this Iron Man cat, of course. This is probably the most creative use of a lemon we've seen since our mom's chicken piccata. Man, that's a good chicken piccata. Anyway, we were delighted to see one of our favorite superheroes, Iron Man, get the feline love he totally deserves. Iron Man's backstory is heartwarming and inspiring. Billionaire Tony Stark was on top of the world. He had several boats, a tasteful wardrobe, and a spacious kitchen perfect for hosting. that is until he was kidnapped, received a chest injury, and built himself an incredibly powerful suit of armor. The suit allows him to fly way up high in the sky, produce powerful beams of energy, and gives him superhuman strength. It seems like this kitten's owner didn't have quite the resources to replicate the whole costume, so the lemon mask will have to do. Batman. This superhero goes by many names: the Dark Knight, the Caped Crusader, and even the Smasher of Evil. We're talking about Batman, of course, and you better believe he's got his own cat look-alike. Batman is the ultimate superhero. He's altruistic, highly skilled, and always looking out for his city's back. You may see him cruising in a '68 Batmobile, hucking batarangs, or just relaxing at one of Gotham's amazing jazz bars. Either way, he's keeping the city safe from wrongdoers like Poison Ivy, the Joker, and Two-Face. The character was originally created in 1939 by DC Comics and quickly became a fan favorite. In fact, Batman went on to have his own television show, as well as many incredible movies. Pretty cool, don't you think? What's also cool is this beautiful little kitten dressed as the Caped Crusader. While he might be missing the cape and the logo, he's definitely equipped with the Batman mask we all know and love. The Joker. If you're prone to nightmares, you might want to look away for this next cat, because it's definitely a little scary. This next character isn't quite a superhero, but is actually one of Batman's biggest nemeses, the Joker. The Joker is the original Batman villain, and the character actually premiered in the very first Batman comic, which was released in 1940. This clown-like wrongdoer has a warped sense of humor and a ton of sinister tricks up his sleeves. That's right, he's a total prankster. The Joker has appeared in several of the Batman movies, but one of the most memorable appearances has to be Heath Ledger's unforgettable portrayal in The Dark Knight. We like to think that this performance was the inspiration for this kitty version of the Joker. Either way, the cat's owner really nailed the costume. From the scary clown makeup to the oversized tie, this costume totally crushes it. Spider-Man. Mary Jane Watson, eat your heart out because there's a new Peter Parker in town. And unlike the real Spider-Man, this feline Spidey absolutely loves to cuddle. That's not your Spidey senses tingling. That's your frozen heart slowly melting and accepting this cat's love into your life. Before we dive into this kitten's costume, let's talk a little bit about Spider-Man himself. Peter Parker was just an ordinary boy. He played with trucks, built sandcastles, and even went to school. That is, until he was bitten by a radioactive spider, gained superpowers, and decided to devote his life to fighting crime. With villains like the Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, and Scorpion around town, he certainly has his hands full. No matter, even the worst supervillain is no match for the incredible Spidey. We think this cat's owner did an amazing job of capturing all the pride, confidence, and nobility of Spider-Man in this picture. His impeccable costume combined with this sturdy posture makes this feline a dead ringer. Is there a superhero you'd like to see re-envisioned as a cat? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching.